Hey, let me paint a picture of your living room the next time you hit play. Sound doesn't just come out of speakers anymore, it lives in the room with you. That shift happens the first time you fire up the Cinema 60. This is for the kind of person who feels when something is missing. You've sat through movies where explosions felt flat, music where depth was absent, and dialogue that just floated without presence. You're someone who knows what good sound should be like, even if your old gear kept convincing you it's fine for now. Before anything else, take a moment to check the current price and stock in the link below, because receivers this well-rounded don't stay predictable for long. You knew it was time to upgrade when your setup started sounding like a shadow of what it could be. You were turning up volume trying to force impact, only to end up with muddiness and strain. You'd cue up a favorite track and think, there's got to be more to this. That's when you realize, you've outgrown compromise and it's time for gear that actually keeps up with you. Then you bring home the Marantz Cinema 60, and everything changes. You don't just hear difference, you feel it. Power feels solid and calm, not strained or shouting. Dolby Atmos scenes lift overhead with clarity, bass has authority without bloat, and every speaker in your 7.2 rig feels like it has space to breathe. There's a kind of confidence this receiver gives you, like finally putting the right foundations under your system. Whether you're blasting through a high-octane action movie, sinking into a sprawling RPG soundtrack, or relaxing with immersive concert recordings, this thing delivers. Dialogue in movies feels anchored and clear. Music feels expansive. Quiet scenes aren't empty, they're present. Once you feel this level of performance, going back to weaker gear feels like willingly accepting limitations you shouldn't have. And if you've ever paused and thought about waiting for a price dip or stock shuffle, don't fall into that trap. That hesitation is where future regret lives. This isn't an impulse buy, it's purposeful. It's the difference between pretty good and meaningfully better. Maybe you're wondering if built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and HEOS multiroom really matter. They do. This receiver doesn't just power your speakers, it connects your whole space effortlessly. Stream from every corner of your home with consistent quality and ease. Control it without fumbling through complicated setups. That kind of convenience adds up every single day. One surprise nobody talks about until they live with it, the way this receiver smooths transitions. Quiet to loud, simple to complex mixes, movies to music, everything feels intentional. It doesn't just handle formats, it honors them. Owning the Cinema 60 doesn't just change your sound, it changes your mindset. You stop chasing upgrades because you've already found something that actually fits your standards. You enjoy your setup instead of tweaking it endlessly. You get deep, controlled power without distortion. You get clarity that feels natural. You get immersive Atmos sound that actually surrounds you. You get a multi-room ecosystem that works. You get a receiver that feels like the heart of your home theater, not just a box you plug things into. It's not the cheapest receiver out there, and it's not built for casual listeners, it's built for people who know what they want and won't settle for less. At some point you just choose the thing you already kept coming back to, not because it was flashy, but because it felt right. Check the link, see the current price, and trust the instinct that brought you here. Once you live with this level of performance, everything else feels like a step you're glad you left behind.